Imagine Monaco in a world where Germany had won the Second World War. Tiny Monaco, only 2 square kilometers big, would have been far too tempting for Berlin to leave alone. In this alternate reality, it would be transformed into the Reich's luxury showcase. No longer a playground for the rich and famous, but a rigidly controlled propaganda resort where glamour and discipline collided in the strangest ways. The famous Monte Carlo casino would still exist, but with new rules. Gambling would be strictly organized. Only one type of card game allowed, every bet the exact same size, and no spontaneous cheering. Instead of tuxedos and champagne, players would wear brown uniforms and sip warm beer. Imagine James Bond walking in, only to be told, "No martinis here, sir. Only sauerkraut juice, shaken and stirred." The Monaco Grand Prix, one of the most glamorous races in the world, would also survive, but absurdly transformed. Instead of sleek Formula One cars, Berlin would insist on identical black Volkswagen Beetles, each car carrying a portrait of the Reich's leaders on the hood. The race would be painfully slow, but commentators would praise it as the most disciplined motorsport in history. Spectators would sit in silence, clapping politely once the last Beetle finally rolled across the finish line. The royal family of Monaco, normally living in their pink palace on the cliff, would be reduced to ceremonial mascots. Every morning at 9 a.m., they would be forced to wave from the balcony while an accordion band played propaganda songs below. Instead of glamorous galas with Hollywood stars, palace parties would feature synchronized sausage buffets and lectures on efficiency. Yachting, another symbol of Monaco, would take a bizarre turn. The harbor would still be full, but not with super yachts. Instead, identical gray barges would be moored side by side, each with strict size regulations. No more champagne parties on deck. Instead, tourists would line up for official harbor marches, saluting as they walked past rows of identical boats. Cuisine would be unrecognizable. The French-inspired fine dining of Monaco would be replaced with standardized menus: schnitzel, sauerkraut, and one state-approved dessert, probably a square-shaped creme brulee, called Rijkspudding. Even restaurants like Louis XV would be stripped of their luxury and turned into canteens with long communal tables, where waiters barked out orders with military precision. And of course, the beaches. Normally a place of luxury and beauty, they would be covered with endless rows of identical brown lounge chairs, all facing the same direction at the exact same angle. Swimsuits would not be colorful or stylish. Instead, every man and woman would wear the official Reich bathing uniform: brown shorts, brown caps, and sandals with socks. Anyone caught sunbathing without saluting first would be escorted off the beach. Looking at Monaco today in this alternate timeline, it would not be the glittering jewel of the Riviera. Instead, it would be the Reich's strangest luxury parody: Beetle car races instead of Formula One, sauerkraut juice in casinos, sausage buffets in royal palaces, and perfectly aligned lounge chairs on the beach. A land where glamour was strangled by discipline, and the world's most glamorous microstate became the empire's most absurd holiday camp.